Oh man.
Yay. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Live at 5.
So much hello. Yeah, but
Yeah.
5 hours before, because we're live at 12. Ow.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't. What rhymes with 12?
Oh god.
We're going to think about that one.
Delve?
Delve in at 12. No.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's good enough for
Can we put that
now.
up?
Delve
Delve
in at
in at 12.
12. Okay.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
there we go. All
There we
right,
go.
there we go. We got some viewers. Welcome,
In the big
everyone.
leagues now.
Yeah, we got a following, but not
Ooh.
like in the show, the following, hopefully.
Look. More rhyming. Delve in at 12.
Introduce
Introduce
yourselves.
yourself.
Yes.
I like a rhyme. I really do.
Oh, I love it.
Um.
Could go for days.
Okay, so welcome to the 12 p.m. levels 6 to 7. No, levels
10
10
to
to
13.
13. Focus. Whoa, we really are in the big leagues. I was not
Yeah,
prepared. Um,
working our way up.
I see people are already introducing themselves, which is great. Okay, so we have Conchetta. I don't know if I ever pronounce names right. I'm sorry. From Naples. Julia from Colorado. Welcome, welcome. Matteo, hi. Alessia, Sylvia. Wow, so many people. I'm really spread
Wow.
out
Yeah,
as
all over the
well,
place.
which is all over the world.
Yeah. Half of them from
International.
Naples, though.
Yeah, but you know, I have faith that more coming from the north. No one's gonna miss the 12 p.m. prime time, 10
Yeah,
to
exactly.
13. Yeah,
Oh, there we
see,
go.
look,
We got Yole
look,
from Milan. We got Matteo from Treviso.
there we go. Party
All
up
right.
in the comments. Um, so if this is your first webinar, probably not. But welcome. Throughout the webinar, we will have questions that Cesar and I will answer, but also you are all welcome to answer them. And actually, it's better if you answer them. We want you to answer them.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Participate, guys.
yes. And if you have any questions at any point, put them in the comments and we will try to answer them.
Can't make
Um,
any promises, though.
no, it's not like we're paid to do that. So it's just, you know. So I'm Jadene and I am from London in England, but I am a teacher at Myers in Milan.
Exactly. And I am Cesar. I also teach in Milan. Oh yeah, over here. Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Oh, yeah.
This way? Okay, there we go. It always changes. Um, I was born in Puerto Rico. I grew up in Florida, and now I live in Milan. And that's my life in a nutshell.
Excellent, excellent introduction. So,
All
what
right.
are we doing today, Cesar?
Ooh, good question. Today we are dreaming. We're
We're
talking
dreaming.
about money. Money,
Oh,
money, money, money.
money. That's
All
good.
right. Yes, I love it. Harmonizing.
Okay, so it's an interesting topic you chose today, Cesar. Why did you choose it?
Let's not get into that. This was
Okay.
not this was not a subtle hint. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
Give me money.
If anybody
Um,
from upstairs is watching, it was a joke.
okay, cool.
Unless you go and do it. All right, so so what are some different ways we can say money? Because in English we have a lot of synonyms for this. Money is the official word, but we have a lot of other kind of nicknames, kind of slang terms that we can also use for money. So,
That's
for
true.
example, what do you normally say
Mm,
in England?
in England, probably we say money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're traditional. We like
Yeah.
to stick to the traditional words.
Don't
But
rock the
there are
boat.
but there are some other words we can use. We can say cash. We
Yeah.
can say cash money.
Oh hell yeah.
There's different to plastic money. We've got cash money,
Yeah.
cash monies, which is not grammatically correct, but it's fun to say.
Yeah.
Dollar bills, yo. We don't
Oh
have
yes.
dollars in the UK, but again, it's more fun to say.
Exactly.
Paper, if we're talking about
Ooh,
paper
yes,
money.
the paper.
Mm,
Show me the
co-
paper. Show
exactly.
me the
And
money.
coinage, if you're
Mm,
talking about non-paper money. For
exactly.
example, coinage.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
And
What do you
then,
say?
so for example, if I'm talking about dollars, I would probably say bucks. For example,
Ah,
instead of
okay.
$2, I would say like $2. Or $5, $5.
I always wondered what a buck was. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah. So
if
it's
it
just
was a
like
dollar or if it was like a
an
dime.
animal.
I don't
Oh
know
no,
what a
no, a
dime
dime
is.
is something else.
I don't know what these things are. I just hear them on the TV and I'm like, some kind of currency.
All right. Yeah, and what about in the UK? I've heard people like say like quid. What does quid mean?
Oh yeah, quid. Quid is pound.
Ah, okay. So like dollars, bucks, and quids, pounds.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say like a quid or 1 quid. Really, you only do it in terms of the notes. So you'd be like 5 quid, 10 quid, or
Ah, okay.
instead of saying 5 and 10 quid, you could just
Yeah.
say a fiver, a tenner,
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
20 quid. You can't say 20er. It's what does that mean? No one
Ah, yeah,
knows.
yeah. So 20 quid, 50 quid, 100 quid.
50 quid, 100 quid. Yep, you can
Okay.
quid all the way up.
All right.
So
1,000
much
quid.
quid. Yeah, but no one has a thousand. Quid is like literally the notes, and I don't know anyone who's walking around
Ah,
carrying a
okay.
1,000 quid. This is
Okay.
who
So it's
does
only
that? I'm
for
sure
the
someone.
specific one. Okay.
5 quid.
Yeah, because bucks is a little bit different. Bucks just means dollars. So you can use it interchangeably. You can say $1, $1,000, $5,000, and you
Whoa.
can use it for any type of, dollars, any amount.
Does
But
anyone ever say
yeah,
green? Does
green.
anyone ever say green? Yeah. Is green a real thing? Do you ever talk about the green?
Well, if you say green, I think of something else. Not really money exactly. Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
Is that
I
personal
think
to you, or is that
no, I think
a
in
language
general.
thing?
I
Okay.
think in general.
Good to know. Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to each his own, but yeah, I mean, I think in general, yeah. In the US, if you say some green, people think of not money, but
Okay.
other things, yeah. They
Okay.
think of medicine.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Medicinal.
yeah, exactly. And they think of Denver, Colorado, like Julia.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Yeah. And yeah, so you mentioned like a fiver, right? A
Mhm.
tenner. So in the
Yep.
US, we have something similar, but we usually, so on every dollar and every coin in the US, there is a president. There
Ah,
is an
okay.
American president. So we associate, for example, $100 bill in the United States, we call not a hundreder, but we call it a Benjamin. So if
Ah.
I say like, show me the Benjamins, that means show me the hundreds.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot of anything to be carrying
Yeah.
around. A lot
Yeah,
of
show me the
dough.
hundreds.
A lot
Yes,
of
a lot
dough.
dough, yes. So dough, like
Okay.
pizza dough, when you prepare pizza, you have the dough, but in English we also call money dough.
Okay. So lots and lots of words for
Yeah,
money.
exactly. And the last one, moolah.
Oh
Young
yeah.
moolah, baby. So
Oh
show me the
my.
moolah. Show me the money.
Yeah, we have no idea who is on our money. I think
Yeah.
the queen is on every side, but then on the other side,
Oh, you have
no
something
idea.
else on the other side? Like
Yeah,
another
we have.
person? No. Okay.
I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
No, no
Alright.
idea.
Oh, and by the way, so you were talking about the dime earlier. So a dime, just so you know, is 10 cents in
Okay.
American coins, because each coin has like a specific name. So we got the penny, which I think is the same in the UK, right? Which is 1 cent.
Yep. No.
Okay. So penny, 1 cent. Then you have a nickel, which is 5
Okay.
cents, because originally it was made from, that material,
Mhm.
I think, or it
Oh, that
reminded
makes
you of it.
sense.
Yeah. Then you have a dime, which comes from, I believe, like Latin or Greek,
Okay.
which means 10%
Ah.
or 10, something like that.
Okay.
So that's why we call it a dime. But we also use it to say, for example, like if somebody is a 10, if somebody is like the best of the best, we can say, oh, like, ooh, she a dime, top of the nine.
Wow. I feel
I
so
won't finish
ready.
that. I
I
won't
feel
finish that.
so ready to go to America.
Yes.
I'm gonna
That's all
make
you
so
need to
many
know.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
If
this
you
is a
say this,
language lesson for me as well, guys. I'm learning
yeah,
so much.
I got you guys. I got you. Then you got a quarter. And that's basically it. That's the last one, just a quarter. All right. So let's get into it. Money, money, money. All right. So, oops. Here we go. Would you mind reading this for us?
Okay, so money, money, money. In this focus activity, we will be discussing our attitudes to money. Interesting. Looking at everyday vocabulary and phrases related to money, and also looking at sayings and proverbs about money.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And I
lots
think
of
it's interesting because
vocabulary.
in Italy they have a lot of hand gestures. For example, like crazy or yummy. But
Ooh,
in
I didn't
English,
know that one.
oh, you didn't know yummy?
Yummy.
Yeah, yeah, yummy.
I'd use that a lot. I
Yeah,
find lots of things yummy.
yeah, because everything is yummy here.
Exactly. Walking around like this.
Yeah. But yeah, in English we also have gestures, and we have two that I can think of for money. For example, for money
Okay,
in general, we can say like this, or for
sure.
example, how much,
Hmm.
you know, or we can also say
Oh yeah.
this. And what does that
Or
mean?
occasionally, I don't know if you've ever also used this one, which is bringing it back.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
I mean.
yes. No, I have never used that one, but I will now.
So this is about when you get spenny, which is my
Yeah.
personal word. This isn't a word, so don't use
Ah,
it.
okay.
It's when you are just spending a lot, when you stop caring and you're just spending.
Exactly.
This is your cash, and you're just
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
Yeah. You make it
Sometimes
rain, we say.
you overspend, so you bring it back. No, give it back. I need it.
Wait a minute.
Return the rain. Yeah, exactly.
Were those Benjamins? Oops, I thought those were singles. All right. So there you go. So this is a question for all of you at home.
Mhm.
Is it possible to have too much money? What do you guys think? Yes. Make it rain. I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain in this. Oh, I'll make it rain. You know that one, right?
I mean, I do now.
Ah, okay, good. About to
Um,
say.
is it possible to have too much money? I think yes.
Yeah.
For me, I think yeah. The
Oh,
contract
Contessa says
disagree.
no.
Okay, so give us some reasons why you think this, Conchetta.
Yeah.
That's certain as well. Definitely not possible. For me, I think it is possible because I think if you have so much, I think that you need to have some kind of limit. I
Yeah.
don't know. Otherwise, what's the point? If you can just buy anything, I think there's no enjoyment. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I would like to buy a lot of things, but
Yeah.
I would also like to limit myself in some way. Um,
Absolutely.
and what about you, Caesar?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that I mean, as people without unlimited amounts of money, it's nice to think about having so much money, nice to dream about that, but like in reality, I mean, there's only so much you really need, you know what I mean? I think if you
Mhm.
have like all of your, basic needs covered, and then you know, your most important wants covered, then like that should be enough. You know what I mean? Like sharing is
Yeah.
caring.
Well,
Yeah.
otherwise, I feel like people they lack some character. Because
Yeah.
the only thing you can talk about is oh, last year I went on my yacht and I did this and I did
Yeah.
this, and like they're great stories, but there's, I don't know, something
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah.
Um, okay, for this goal, one has to spare money.
Ooh.
I don't. What does that mean? Because
Mm.
what does that mean to you? Because
So I,
I'm not sure.
so I think she means maybe one has to have money to spare, maybe.
Maybe
So like
someone has to have extra money.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we would say like money to spare, because to spare money would be kind of, it would have a different meaning. If I have
Hmm.
to spare money, it means I have to kind of like how would you describe that, to spare money? What's like a synonym we could use for that?
Um, to spare some money. I have to hold some money back for another
Mm,
reason,
yeah.
I think.
So it's kind of like
Um,
the opposite.
yeah. So word order
Yeah.
in this sentence is very important.
Yeah.
Sylvia, I think so, because especially because one of the bigger problems in the world is the gap between riches and poors. Okay, excellent. I agree with that as well.
Exactly.
Although one thing when we talk about people, we don't say riches and poors, we say rich people and poor people. And that's because
Exactly.
riches and poors can sound a bit diminutive, which which is like a to kind of say this is the only aspect about a person. They're
Yeah.
a rich
Plus,
person
if
or
you
they're
say
poor.
riches is more for the actual money. For
Mm,
example, my riches, your riches.
yeah. Whereas poors can be a bit offensive, I think, to call someone a poor. So we would say a poor
Get
person.
out of here, you poor.
Yeah, which obviously is not something that you would know, but now you
Yeah.
do. So there
Yeah.
you go. Alessia,
Wow, very nice.
personally, I think someone has too much money when it goes beyond every basic need.
Mm.
But in reality, the more money you have, the more the greed. Ooh, okay,
Mm.
so that's hitting morally,
Ooh.
and that can be true because I think it always amazes me, for example, landlords. So in
Yes.
England, I don't know in Italy, but in England, there is a big issue because they say landlords tend to be very greedy,
Mm.
and usually they have many properties and many incomes. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's surprising why are you being so greedy? You have all this money.
Exactly. And just one quick thing here. Just remember, Alessia, every with singular. So every need. And I like how she kind of, made it rhyme here. Every basic need, the more the greed.
Oh
She's
yeah,
she's spitting bars here.
we mentioned earlier, Alessia. I don't know if you were here, but we like a rhyme, so you get extra points for
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Absolutely. And speaking of greed, we've
Hmm.
got what's his name? Scrooge McDuck.
What is that?
That's this guy. He This is the epitome of greed.
Oh, Scrooge McDuck. Was
Yeah.
Daffy Duck supposed to be greedy?
No, but Daphne's from Looney Tunes. That's a whole nother universe.
That is true. But Scrooge is greedy. But why have they imposed Scrooge's greed on Daffy?
I don't know. I think I missed an episode.
Okay, well now you have some homework. Now you have some homework.
There we go. I got you too. I got you with some homework later.
Okay, okay. Um, okay, so
so,
Conchetta.
so, well, you could use money not only to buy things, but to start an. I wouldn't say start an activity. I would say maybe to build a company. Or maybe, a certain activity like a hobby or
Like
something.
a
Okay.
hobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So to build a company to help people, I think I'd find so many ways to spend big amounts of money. Yeah,
But
that's a good point.
maybe you would spiral because maybe you would start so many things and so many companies and then you can't manage them all. You're going crazy. You're like, I have too
Devil's
many
advocate
companies.
over here.
I'm making even more money. What can I do? What can I do? I can't spend it fast enough.
Which I think is a really good point that some people mentioned. I forgot who it was, but they mentioned like the difference between like the rich
The
and the
rich,
poor nowadays. It's like the
extreme
1% of the
capitalism.
world is super rich, and the rest
Yeah.
is just trying to get by.
Yeah, I think something crazy, like more than half of the world's wealth is divided between like 100 people.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not a true statistic. There's
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, of
Mateo.
course. I saw something about it on Netflix. It was interesting.
Oh yeah, was it explained? You watched
Yeah,
the
it's
explained documentary?
Millionaires Explained.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you
that's
guys
the
can
one.
watch it to explain in Pocket Parole. I recommend it. Lots of mini
Yes, definitely.
documentaries. Um, okay, Mateo. Yes, it is because you can't buy everything you want, so you don't need it. True. The necessary things in life have no economic value.
Exactly. Perfect. And here we don't need "and" because of "no."
Mm,
No takes the place of "and," so no economic value. Yeah, good
yeah,
point,
you can
Mateo.
either say have no economic value or do not have an economic value. Because don't
Mm,
forget when we make negative sentences, we usually use do not before the verb or does not.
Exactly. Exactly. Perfect. So Yole?
Ah, okay. So when you have so much money, you get so much money, you should think more about other
Mm,
people.
exactly.
Okay. So this is where all the spare money can go. I guess you
Exactly.
could give a lot of it away.
Yeah. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of your cash to me.
Okay.
All right. I think that.
So no, you can read it, Cesar.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I think that if people have such things as too much money, could be more, a lot more generous with its use. A lot of celebrities fund charities and other beneficial events. They could do much more. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that is also true. But I think with when you have so much money, maybe there's the issue that you have more to lose, so you're more scared of losing it, which is why
Mm,
people tend to be more greedy. Whereas if you have less money, you know, okay, I can survive with
yeah,
a bit less money, so it's not such a big issue.
yeah, yeah. That's another
Um,
good point.
but yeah, so just to end that, it was they could do so much more that would be beneficial. Yeah.
Okay. YouTube cut a part of the text. Okay, cool.
Okay. It's dangerous believing that money can completely change our life.
Exactly. And just remember, completely change, not change completely, but completely change. All right. My video is
Ah,
blocked and can't follow anymore. It's a pity. I don't understand why. Oh, that's
okay.
weird. Maybe try refreshing the page. Oh wait,
Mm.
actually, she can't see this, so let me write it.
I remember.
Okay, you wrote it.
Okay, but interesting. An interesting discussion.
Yeah, a refresh. Yeah. All right. Wow. Everybody's really into this. Let's go ahead and move on along. So what do we
So
have here?
vocabulary.
Yes. We have so much money vocabulary.
What is an important topic?
Absolutely. Can't live without it. Can't take.
Can't live
Oh,
with it.
here I got one for you. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it.
I don't know these songs. I don't
Oh,
know them.
come
You,
on.
I'm sorry. Why don't you make me a quarantine playlist? I don't know how much free time you have. You can make it.
I
You
got
can put
time.
it out there.
I
Okay.
got you.
Okay. And if
I'll play
everyone
with
else
you guys
wants it as
too.
well, we can
Yeah.
share it. We can share it. It can be
Do
like
this
a whole
quarantine playlist.
Myers money themed quarantine playlist.
Get cultured.
Get cultured, then get money.
Yes.
So here we have, yay, welcome back.
Oh, did she make it back? Ah, yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, Yole.
Okay, so here we have money-related opposites. So we have phrases on the left, and then the opposites are on the right. Maybe, do you want to read? Do you want to read the ones in red or the ones in blue? And while we read them out, so you can hear the pronunciation, even though I'm sure you're all fine, you guys can match up the numbers to the letters.
Yeah. So I can do the red ones if you want.
Okay, so in blue, we have it costs a fortune, it's a bargain, splash out on, he's broke, treat yourself to, I hear this one a lot, and he's generous.
All right. So we've got save up for is dirt cheap, deprive yourself of.
No, never this one.
Yeah. He's really mean or tight. So I think in the US we would say he's really. Wait, what does this one mean again? Is it like
he's really tight?
Oh no, yeah.
It's like we'll discuss
stingy?
it after. Yeah, like he's really stingy. He's really frugal.
Ah, okay.
He's really Scroogey.
It's like mean. Okay. Because mean in the US is like, oh, like, you know, a jerk.
Not nice.
Somebody that's not
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, exactly.
But
you're not nice. You mean.
Yes, you can also be mean in terms of money, definitely.
Ah, okay.
Although I think it's more old-fashioned.
Ah, okay. So don't worry about this one, guys. We're too young for this. All right. He's rolling in it.
Oh yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right. So what do you guys think?
Also, while you guys are thinking and replying, as I'm sure you are, I also have a phrase for you, which my Italian friend loves, and also I love as well. So you can tell me if you've ever heard it before, Cesar.
Yeah.
It's when someone has short arms but deep pockets.
Oh no, I had never heard that one before. Oh, that's good. I like it. Short arms, deep
what does
pockets.
it mean? What does it mean if someone has short arms and deep pockets?
They're like really cheap.
They can't reach their money, basically.
They can't. Yeah. So like they don't like to spend money, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think we would like as an adjective we would just say like, oh, that guy's cheap or he's a cheapskate.
Cheapskate. Yes.
Yeah. Like Mr. Krabs.
Exactly. Or a miser. Again, this is a very old word. So someone's a miser.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we've got some answers here. We got Sylvia and Alessia on the mic.
Okay, so they say it costs a fortune. The opposite is it's dirt cheap.
Exactly. Perfect.
Well
What's
done.
another way that we can say it costs a fortune?
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
It costs loads.
Yeah.
It costs too much.
Yeah.
For the love of God, why is this world so cruel and expensive? It costs an arm and a leg.
Exactly. So in Italian, you say it costs an eye out of your head, but in English, we say it costs an arm, and I'm not that flexible, but a leg.
Excellent, Concetta. It's steep. I like that as well.
Oh, steep. Yes.
If something is really expensive, it's steep. That's excellent.
Nice one.
Okay. So then we have it's a bargain, and it's not worth it.
Exactly. Good one.
Excellent. And make sure you guys listen to the.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say, make sure you guys listen to the pronunciation of this one as well, because even though it's got the word gain in it, we don't say bargain, we say bargain. So we
Exactly.
don't
So the
stress
A is
that
silent.
syllable.
Yeah. And we can say like it's a bargain, like in the song the thrift shop.
Ah, okay, I know this one.
You know, so
I'm
okay,
gonna
go ahead,
go.
go ahead. I'll let you.
Okay. I don't know the line though. Only
I
got
got
$20
$20
in.
in my pocket. I'm hunting,
Do,
looking
do,
for a
do,
come up.
do, 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 do.
Hey, there you go. Okay, so you can at least do the beat. I got
I
you.
can do the beat for you. Don't worry. I'm gonna work on my beatboxing.
There you go. Do it. You got time.
I do. I do have time. Okay, and then we've got to splash out on. The opposite is to save up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm splashing out on my new ride, on my new car. Spending a
My new
lot of
whip.
money on my new whip.
Okay, and then excellent. So we have he's broke and
He's broke and
he's
what did we say?
really mean or tight. Okay, I wouldn't really say those were opposite though. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, no, but this is a difficult one actually. Um, but yes, Alessia has it. So he's broke and he's rolling in it. So
Exactly.
he's broke is he has no money, and he's rolling in it is he's got so much money he can literally roll around in it. You know, you've all seen those films where people are throwing cash in the air and just
Yeah.
rolling around.
Woo.
Maybe some of you have had that dream. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You can also
But
say he's filthy, stinking rich. Because money, goes from one person to another. So it's not always, the cleanest thing, and it also has a particular smell. So we say, if you're very, very rich, you say you're filthy, stinking rich. So dirty and you stink because you're so rich.
I did not know that phrase had an origin. So thank you for
Oh,
that.
I think it's because of the money, right?
Sure, that would make sense. Okay, but then
Loads
we
of
have
money.
number 5. I'm not sure if anyone. Okay, Alessia answered this one as well. So treat yourself to, or in the more familiar voice, treat yourself to.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely.
treat yourself. I've heard this voice a lot, maybe too
Yeah,
much. The opposite is to deprive yourself of.
exactly.
So treat yourself, buy something you don't need to feel good, deprive yourself, don't buy something you need to save money.
Exactly. And treat yourself, you can also use, for example, I'm on a diet, so I haven't eaten,
No worries, Julia.
wait, oops, I hadn't seen that they had to be opposites. Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's okay. But it was a close one. It was a close one.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, Cesar, you are on a diet?
Yeah, so I'm on a diet, so I don't eat any sweets, any chocolate, any ice cream for weeks. And then I decide, oh, I've been behaving, so today I'm going to treat myself to something sweet.
So
So
because you've been depriving yourself of sweet things for weeks, you're allowed
exactly,
to treat yourself.
exactly, and
Right.
that's the only way you can pronounce that.
Yeah, treat
Treat
yourself.
yourself. Exactly. Similar to Italian, togliersi uno sfizio. So that one's for you.
That's something I'm gonna that's something I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to hear in my head now instead of treat
yeah,
yourself.
exactly. Doesn't have the same ring to it, but that's okay.
I have to find the right Italian accent to think about
Yeah,
it. Okay, so finally then we have if someone is generous, so if someone is very giving with their money, spends it on other people. Although you can also be generous with things other than money. You can be
yeah.
generous with time, you can be generous with love, space, etc. The opposite
Food.
is to be really tight or mean, or you can also say tight fisted. Tight fisted means that you don't let the money leave your hand. So
Oh man. All right, fantastic. Me either. Oh, okay. She hadn't seen either.
okay.
All right. So Here we go. Now it's your guys' turn to use these in a sentence. So give us some examples with these.
Uh, Tell us, was there a time you bought something that cost a fortune or was a bargain?
Yeah. For example, I don't know. I've never bought anything that cost a fortune.
But maybe it wasn't a real fortune, but maybe it was a fortune for you.
Yeah. Let's see. My couch
Hmm.
cost me a fortune.
Wow, that's good. And you told me just before we went live that you were thinking about splashing out on some ergonomic chairs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna once we get out of this situation. My couch cost me a fortune.
And just in case anyone doesn't know, what's another word for couch?
So a couch in American English is a sofa in
Yeah.
British English. Even though we do sometimes use sofa.
Yeah, we sometimes use couch as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's whatever feels like rolling off the tongue. If you want to
Yeah,
say one syllable or two.
exactly.
How lazy
Just
are you today?
just remember, guys, not
Oh,
sofa,
excellent, Matteo.
but sofa.
Yeah.
So the stress is different from Italian. If you say it
Okay.
like you say it in Italian, in English, it'll sound like you're having a stroke.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So, any examples, guys?
Yeah, we're waiting for you. I know there's a slight delay in the comments. Um,
Yeah.
but I believe you all have at least one sentence or one time in your life where you can apply one of these sentences.
Yeah. Do you have any
Um,
examples, Jadene?
so I was just thinking now if I'm saving up for anything, and I don't think I am, but probably I should because
Yeah.
at the moment I have no summer clothes because
Ah.
I was supposed to go home and
Yeah.
swap my wardrobe, and now I can see
Oh.
outside that the seasons are changing,
Yeah, it's getting warmer.
and I only have jumpers. So probably I'll splash out post quarantine on
Yeah,
a whole new wardrobe.
exactly. Either you
Alessi is with
splash
me.
out or you're gonna be splashing wet in sweat.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So Alessi is with me, and I like how she starts it. I know I shouldn't. So already she
Yes,
knows
that's
this is
how
a
all the
bad
best
thing.
decisions are made.
I know I shouldn't, but I think I'm gonna splash out on some new clothes today.
Oh,
You do
today.
that, Alessia.
Oh, be
You do it.
careful.
That's online shopping. Let
Oh,
me know.
online shopping. Okay.
Just go out to the street, break into the shops, but then leave the cash. You know, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
steal.
exactly.
We don't
It's
steal.
okay. Yeah.
Matteo, I'm saving up for that computer that costs a fortune. Actually, it's not a bargain. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
double whammy.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Iole, if I'm pronouncing that right, my concert ticket
Mm,
had cost a fortune. So remember two things. One, even though it is your concert doesn't own the ticket. So we can use the whole concert ticket
mm,
as one noun. Um, and as well, costed is the past simple. And because you're talking about something that happened once, you can just use costed. My concert ticket costed cost a fortune is past simple.
No,
Cesar?
it's irregular. It's always cost. Cost,
It's
cost,
always
cost.
cost. Okay, so we can say
Yeah.
my concert ticket cost a fortune or had cost a fortune. Is costed a word?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think
I
so
think you could say
either.
like accosted, but
Okay,
nobody really
yes.
uses that.
Is accosted to take something, like to steal?
No, accosted is like when it means to pull over. It's like a fancy way to say pull over.
Really? I thought
Apparently.
something.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
Google that
I
later.
don't use those words. I'm a
Okay,
simple
I'll look
man.
it.
I have simple words.
Simple vocabulary. Okay. So Sylvia, I'm saving up for buying a new computer. Good. Probably
Yeah,
would say I'm saving up to buy a new computer.
exactly.
Um,
Or
but,
for a new computer
oh yeah,
directly.
yeah. Yeah, because we usually follow for with the noun.
Exactly.
And buying in this term would be a verb. So whenever we use for, we want to follow it with a noun. Uh,
So this one I think we saw. So Concetta.
Here we go.
Okay. So I'm saving up for a new car that will cost me an arm and a leg. I had found one that
Yay!
was a bargain, but someone bought it before I could. Perfect.
Oh no!
Well, I
That is
mean, not
perfect.
perfect, but great, great
What a
grammar.
horrible story, but you
Yeah,
told it very well.
yeah. And you could say before I could do it, or in this case, we could also just say before I could.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't need to repeat do it. You could just say before I could, and that'd be fine. So I'm saving up for planning a beautiful journey next. So I'm saving up for a beautiful journey next year. So remember, after save up for, no verb. Also because you don't need to save up money to plan, only to buy.
No, that's true. That's true. Unless someone else is planning it for you. You're
Ooh,
splashing out on a holiday planner.
yeah, layers.
Okay,
Right.
and excellent. So I'm saving up to buy a house near Milan, but I already know it's going to cost me an arm and a leg.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you normally
true.
use this expression, like in
An
your
arm,
life? Like, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Do
but
you?
probably I've used it more like as a joke because it's quite a funny phrase.
Yeah,
Maybe when
yeah,
you don't want to admit how much it
yeah,
hurts you, how expensive it
yeah,
is, so you can just say it's an arm and a leg.
yeah.
Um, and I'm saving up to plan the next journey. I like the ellipsis as well. It's really
Oh yeah.
hanging on there. I'm saving up to plan the next
The next
journey,
journey.
the next episode.
Surprise! Surprise, mother!
Have you? I'm gonna send you a video later that you're gonna
Yes,
really appreciate.
do it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Can't wait.
okay. Do you want to move on?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. Ooh, get by. Ooh, this is a really good one, which we haven't talked about. So, what does get by mean, or get by on?
Yeah. So what do you guys think? There's get by on, and also you can live on.
Mm.
Because you can live on
Yeah,
is
exactly.
I mean you can live on is kind of it means what it says, but how can we
Yeah.
use this in a sentence? For
Yeah.
example, in Milan or in
So,
whatever city you guys are from or close to, what can you live on?
yeah. So, how much money do you need to survive?
Mm.
So, get by or live, it's kind of like survive, I get by with a little help from my friends. Wait, what were you singing?
I was saying I will survive. We went
Oh
different
yeah,
ways.
yeah. No, I was thinking of that
We
one
don't have
too,
the
but then
connection.
no, I was thinking it. I was thinking it.
But you said it.
Yeah. Jesus,
um,
Becky.
ah, yeah,
Exactly,
exactly.
Sylvia.
So choose to survive. And Matteo has told us
Ooh,
as well, instead in Italian, it said cost me a kidney. You can
yeah, that's
also
true.
do this. You can say it cost me and then any kind of body part or
Yeah,
organ. Or you can say it cost me my firstborn child if you have a firstborn child.
yes,
It
I
cost
love
me
it.
my wife, kind of anything of importance. You can
Yeah,
really play around with this phrase,
yeah,
which
and
is
it
nice.
doesn't necessarily have to be money either. It can be, for example, it cost me my marriage.
Oh
For
God, but
example, this quarantine
that's a
cost
bit
me my
serious.
marriage.
I feel like if this quarantine didn't, that statement will have. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in
Yeah,
the next
I'll let you
webinar
know
we
how it
have.
plays out.
I feel like you'll be sitting here with a black eye and no pizza.
Yeah, no cookies, no pizza. Oh man.
Okay. We also have another word. So they said someone is broke, and
Mm,
again, next to it, it's the same meaning. Someone is skint. They have no money. I don't know if you use skin in America, Caesar, but in England,
yeah,
it's a very common word. Say, I'm
yeah,
skint. They're
yeah. I've
skint.
heard it before.
Mm. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if it originates from anything, but
I think it comes from like skinned. You
yeah,
know,
that's what I was thinking. But it's a bit
like you're
horrible.
so like I mean, not only do you have to pay with an arm and a leg and a kidney, but you also have to pay in your skin. You know, with your skin.
Mm. Oh, there's another really, really common phrase as well. Maybe you guys have heard. Kind of money related,
Mm.
and we use it when it's you're having a really difficult time with money. You don't have a lot of money, and you're struggling to buy things or to pay for things. We say you're struggling to make ends meet.
Mm. Yes. So to make ends meet. So this basically comes from this idea of the end of each month. So you have your salary and you have to make your salary, last from one end of the month to the
Mm.
other end of the month. So that's why
I
we say to
thought
make ends meet.
I thought it came from somewhere else.
Oh yeah, what was your understanding of it?
Um, so my understanding was that it was for the ends of material on clothes. So you don't have enough material or thread to make the ends of your
Ah.
clothes meet. That's how poor you are.
Oh wow, maybe. I mean, who
I
knows
don't
now,
know.
right? Yeah, but they both
Oh
work. I
wow,
like
so
it.
so diverse. They do.
Yeah,
They do. I
it's like
like that a lot.
philosophy.
What came first, the fabric or the rent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have not given us on. That's okay. Only skin again means broke.
Yeah.
It means to have no money.
Yeah.
Um, but maybe Caesar and I can round up the lesson by giving examples of our own.
Situations. This should be good.
So, so what do you think for the first one? You can start.
Okay. So in Milan, you can't live on less than 1,000 euros a month.
Okay. Um, or I can say in Milan, you can get by on 800 euros a month, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
Um, so to get by on again, it's kind of another way of saying to survive. You can't have a nice luxury life, you can't have all the things you want, but you can survive.
Yeah. You'd be really tight at that point.
Yeah, you would have to be tight or skint. No, you would have to be tight because you would be skint.
Yeah. I would say, but like in the US, we also say like I'm tight on money more than like to describe somebody that's, like cheap. We would say like,
Ah,
oh,
sure.
I'm tight on money, which means I'm broke.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah. Mm, interesting point here, Alessia. Having no possibility to go outside, we need less money to live on. Hmm,
That's true.
that's true.
Unless you are splashing out
Yeah.
on your
On delivery.
groceries or on some, yeah, some fashion, some clothes, Alessia. I see you.
Yeah, yeah.
I see the ASOS parcels come in. Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. So we've hit the end of the lesson. How sad.
I know.
Um, but thank you everyone for contributing, for being with us. I really enjoyed the discussion we had at the beginning about whether or not you can have too much money. Um, but yeah, hopefully you liked it too, and you've learned some phrases you can use during this time or another time, all the time. Money is always relevant.
Yeah, exactly. But remember, don't have too much of it.
No.
And if you do, Don't worry, we can help you. We have solutions for everything.
Yes. If you ever find yourself with too much money, come directly to Maya
So,
Zimirvili. Thank you,
yeah.
Matteo. Don't buy any lessons. Just wait for us outside, okay?
Yeah.
Don't
On the
worry.
corner.
We've got you. We've got you. All your English needs.
All right, bye
Okay.
guys.
Bye bye.